My love of the ocean didn't come until like my mid to late teens. I went to the beach with a friend, and I didn't really grow up going to the beach much, but I went with her and I saw how her and her dad kind of like were at the beach and how like relaxed they were, how much they loved it. Through her appreciation of the beach, I was like, oh wow, like this is beautiful. I just loved the culture that surrounds the ocean and people who love it and appreciate it and live their lives kind of around what's happening at the beach. Even in my car, I like spent like all my life savings on it just so it was kind of like functional for me. Everything I do is in reflection of the lifestyle that's lived by the beach. I would say my connection to the ocean is very spiritual. I have a faith, so I really feel close to the Lord when I'm by the beach and by the ocean, and I think it reminds me of just like how big the ocean is and how small I am, of how vast it is, how it doesn't conform to anything, you can't box it in, and it just does what it's gonna do, and you're just like left to sit back in awe of it. And that's why I need to go so regularly, because you can get so like pent up and like in your head when you're in suburbia, but when you go and see like the vast expanse, like it's all right, like what's happening is pretty small in comparison to the ocean. The hardest part of lockdown was definitely not being able to go to the beach, only being able to stay in a 5 km radius. As difficult as it was not being able to swim for ages, I drew a scene of Avalon and my mum and sister saw it and told me that I should sell it, which was a super foreign concept to me because I didn't do art in school. I just started selling it to a couple of friends, was just printing at Officeworks. Friends were just like transferring me like $10, whatever, or I just give it to them for free. And my dad came up with the name Coastlines by Tasha, and it stuck and I love it. Then moved to Etsy, started stocking in some stores in the beaches, and now have a website, and it's grown so beautifully. When I started Coastlines, the purpose of it was to kind of bring my love of the ocean and being there and what you do when you're around the beach, and bring that into like physical visual form, which is why illustrating the ocean during lockdown was so helpful for me, because I could look at that scene of all my favorite things that I do when I'm there, and you can really just like feel the sense of it. So without lockdown, Coastlines by Tasha wouldn't even exist, and I wouldn't have like this platform to sow my love of the ocean and all things that are beautiful. Personally, I have like really struggled at like each point of the business with, you know, just like your typical imposter syndrome, especially because I have like a natural eye for things and a natural passion, and I think I am quite creative, but like on the books, there's like not really anything there. Like I've got friends who've like are now like full-time graphic designers, and even my sister's like an amazing visual artist. So I think I've always struggled with like, is my art good enough? Is it legit? Why are people buying it? So I've had to battle with that at each stage, but I think that's really important. And each time I've kind of doubted myself, you learn that, hey, like, yeah, what I'm doing is valuable and it's my personal style and art, and no one can really replicate that. And even if I don't have the qualifications on paper, I appreciate it. It blesses me, and it is like blessing other people. And it's bringing joy, even if, you know, I haven't like studied fine arts for 3 years. Coastlines has been like such a wonderful avenue for me to like really invest into all my creative things. And yeah, I think I've really kind of developed a group and community of people who we like appreciate the same things. Everything I do, from like creating the first thing to how I package it, how I ship it, what resources I choose to use, is all to like really bless people because I care about it and I'm passionate about it.